Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Taurus for the middle of June. Now Taurus, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Taurus, I do not offer personal readings and I will not send you a message on any platform, so do not get scammed. Let's go ahead and get right into this reading here for you, Taurus. Let's get into this middle of the month bonus reading. Hope you're doing well. Now, I would ask that you hit the like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. There are also links out to my Instagram account and all of the tarot decks I use, oracle decks I use, in the description. So let me make sure everything's in view here. Okay. Let's go ahead and take 3 cards to clarify as we go along. And then we'll also take 3 Kipper cards here as well. All right. Cool. Good enough to me for right now. All right. Energy on the bottom. You have the Two of Cups. So love the Two of Cups energy. Two of Cups is my favorite romance card defined in the tarot. You can see that this is an image of 2 souls linking up in this lifetime after having known each other in a previous lifetime. Yes, there is a past life implied in this Two of Cups energy. You can see the connection here, the energetic connection, and it doesn't always have to be a past life connection. And maybe, you know what, maybe you're not really somebody who's into past lives. If you're in that case, or if you're in that camp, then what this means is you have a level of relatability to this person that is hard to find, or that has been hard to find in other people. Okay, when you get this Two of Cups, this can be a perfect partnership. It can be any of the labels that people like to use. So that could be a twin flame, could be a soulmate, could be a divine counterpart. Yeah, so if you like to use those labels, that is certainly potentially, that certainly can come in with the Two of Cups card. And so I have to say, there is certainly love in the future for Taurus people here. I do try to bring in both career and finance as well as love and romance if I can. So I'm going to try to do that. But, you know, there could be a nice, like, sort of a harmonious connection here coming in for you if you're here for career or if you're here for business. You could be linking up with somebody to get a product off the ground or a project off the ground. That could certainly be the case. It's interesting, the word product definitely came into my mind. I don't always bring products into my readings, and for whatever reason, it's possible that some of you are making a product. Maybe you're using that language, something along those lines here, Taurus. And so let's just dive into this a little bit more. But I have to say, you know, this is heavy love in your current situation. You have the Lovers card. So you have 2 of the probably most significant love cards. Actually, you have some of all of them. I mean, really the only one that we're not getting is the Knight of Cups, but you have Ace, Page, Two of Cups, and now you have the Lovers card as well here. So, I mean, you have some of the most significant romance cards, love cards in the tarot. This is, again, this brings a deep connection into your life. This can bring a long-term partnership, okay? Especially when combined with this, other love energy that we have here. The Lovers card is the card of Gemini as well. It is about duality. And so if you are here for other like situations, it could mean that you have an important choice to make in your life. Maybe you have an important choice to make in you know, this product that you're trying to launch, or maybe you have an important choice to make in your career field. That can certainly come in here with the Lover's energy, but this can also say that you have an important choice to make in love. There's clearly new love here, and there's new love coming in the staff very heavily here. This could be with a Cancer, by the way, a Cancerian person. They could be any water sign. Just some of the things that are coming into my mind here, but it's almost like for some of you, there's maybe a message of commitment here. You know, I think maybe the one thing that you're going back and forth on is, do I want to commit to somebody at this time? In the problem position, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, look, the Nine of Pentacles, this person, this is solo energy, okay? This is somebody who is independent. And, you know, this is somebody, it's typically somebody who's financially independent and somebody who can really stand on their own 2 feet. But since we're kind of heavy love here, in this case, it's like you're weighing your independence, and you're weighing this idea of, I kind of like being single, but I also kind of wouldn't mind having a relationship. And there's like kind of this person here that I feel a certain attraction towards. And I get this idea here that some of you are really putting a whole lot of time and thought into that idea. One thing that I may want to point out here, and obviously, you know, gosh, what am I trying to say? You're the boss, right? I can only open the door. You know, you know, you have to resonate with this. But one thing that I will say here is you can find a balance between, you know, being independent and also being in a relationship. You know, that could look like, you know, seeing somebody every 3 days instead of spending all 7 days in a week with this person, or seeing somebody every 4 days, or whatever. If you're somebody who's like trying to maintain independence and also wondering if you can have a relationship, you absolutely can. In the past, you have this Nine of Swords energy. This is somebody who is like really kind of staying up late at night. They're kind of having a nightmare. They're in the middle of having a nightmare. They are fearful, and you know, this is somebody who's maybe it's more about fear, stress, and anxiety. And you know, it is heavy sort of mental energy as well. I think that there's been a real situation here where you've been going back and forth on something over and over and over again. And I really think that that's just what it is about here. I also want to point out we have triple nines: Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands, 999. I would ask you to take a look at that angel number. It's very interesting. I mean, it's actually just kind of there, right? Like one after the other in this reading. And so we move forward here in the future to the other 9, which is this Nine of Wands. This Nine of Wands energy is somebody who is setting a boundary. They're kind of putting their wand in the grass, and they are saying, okay, this is the stand that I am taking. And I think some of you here are setting boundaries. I think some of you here are recognizing that it's okay for you to have boundaries, and that setting a boundary doesn't make you a mean person. It doesn't make you, you know, it doesn't make you somebody who is unattractive. It's you putting your terms. These are my terms, okay? I really like you. I really like everything about this relationship, so forth and so on. But here are my terms, and this is how I want the relationship to look like, or so forth and so on. And if this is not in alignment with you, that's okay, right? And so just something that is coming to my mind that some of you may be thinking about. And I think it's like something around this, like you setting boundaries. And also I think the reason you're doing this is because you want to sort of maintain a sense of independence here, because some of you may be like even entrepreneurial. Even though I don't have my classic entrepreneur cards, it's possible that some of you are like getting a product off the ground or doing something with products. And it's like some of you are like, okay, well, can I still do that and also be in a relationship? And yeah, there is. It's just you can absolutely do that. It's just a matter of like, yeah, setting those healthy boundaries for yourself. Now, on your thoughts, on your mind, or on your conscious awareness here, you do have this Moon card. A little bit suspect, okay? The Moon is another card of fears here. Like I said, I think this is more on the fear side than it is on the anxiety side. And I think that there's fear of commitment here, and I think there's fear of loss of independence, okay? And I know I keep saying it over and over again, but I think it is fear. The thing is, the Moon is a temporary situation. The Moon comes up, the Moon goes down, right? The Moon comes in and out, right? The phases of the Moon happen quickly. And so with the Moon card, it does say that, you know, what you're feeling right now, it may be one of those things. I'm not trying to like emotionally invalidate you, but it is one of those things where you want to just like maybe be careful that you don't get into an emotionally charged situation, because something could not be as it appears right now in your mind. And that's what the moon card can suggest, where maybe you don't have all the facts, is what I'm trying to say. Now, in the subconscious situation, you do have the Chariot. So the Chariot is the card of the sign of Cancer. It is a strong victory. It is overcoming obstacles. It is overcoming difficulties, and it is pushing forward to the end. The Chariot really is a major card of victory and success in one's life. So it's definitely certainly a good card to find here. It is this idea of pushing forward, progressing forward, and a sense of accomplishment is what I feel like saying to you. If you are here for career finance, there is this idea that there could be, it's almost like there's a final push is the word that I'm getting. The word that I'm getting, or sorry, the phrase that I'm getting is a final push. And I could certainly see some of you kind of engaging in that right now. In the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have this Ace of Cups. New love begins. New love begins, right? This is what the Ace of Cups is all about. This can be the formation of a beautiful relationship between you and another person. The Ace of Cups is number one, and then number two is the Two of Cups. So you progress from the start to the connection, right? So the start of the relationship, or the introduction, right? The new beginning, and then the connection. And you have this here as well with the Lovers. Now, if you're here for a career, the Ace of Cups can say, maybe, look, take a look at the eyeball here, right? Take a look at the eyeball. Some of you may be creating a vision for yourself. You may have a creative vision for where you want to go in the future here. I think this is a heavy love reading. I know my audience likes more on the career and finance, but you know, if you watch my readings before, I just say what's coming in the cards. But you know, hopefully this is helpful. In the external influence here, you have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is really this feeling of home, right? This is this feeling of what is familiar to you. And this is kind of interesting because I was talking about how you have this Two of Cups energy. This is not just the feeling of home and what is normal to you, but the Six of Cups can refer to past lives, okay? It can refer to memories of love or just the past in your current life. But if you're spiritual, which you probably are, or if you're at least open to spiritual ideas, Six of Cups can talk about your past life and the energies that you brought into this lifetime with. And with the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups, as well as all of these other cups, there's absolutely, no doubt in my mind, a past life connection between you and this person, okay? And there's probably some important reason why the two of you are linking up in this lifetime, and it's probably to fulfill some sort of contract here, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And you'll probably learn a whole lot in this relationship if you decide to go for that. In the hopes and fears here, you have the Six of Wands. So this is success, okay? The Six of Wands is exceeding expectations, similar to the Chariot. Both of these cards are extremely similar. You can even see the horse here, right? The Chariot, the horse. And this is about maybe even being publicly recognized. I wonder if some of you are like wanting to go public with this person. Like maybe you want to update your Facebook status. I don't know. Do people still use Facebook? I don't know. I don't use Facebook, but maybe you want to update your relationship status or whatever the case may be, or tell your friends, tell your family, whatever it is. This could certainly be the case, but it is also definitely just a major energy of victories and good energy here. And so I think some of you are trying to just ensure that you can continue going with something while also being in a relationship. In the outcome here, you do have this Page of Cups energy. The Page of Cups is, the Page of Cups is a really big message of the offer. It is like, so we have the new beginning, maybe the initial connection here with the Ace of Cups, the initial sort of meeting. You have the connection with the Two of Cups, and then you have the Page of Cups, which is like the offer of love, and also with the Lovers. So this is a big love offer, potentially with that Page of Cups. It is somebody who like can maybe even help you kind of connect with joy, connect with happiness. This is somebody that you're extremely happy to be around. And of course, it can be the start of a new relationship with all of these signs that are coming in here in this reading. So definitely like to see that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in these three tarot cards. So you have the Ten of Wands, you have the King of Swords, and you have the Hanging Man. Here's what it is. I mean, some of you are extremely, I'm going to say attached to your work, or just very, very, like your work and the work that you do is extremely important to you. And there's this letting go energy here with the Hanging Man. Sometimes you have to give something up to get something else, and that's what the Hanging Man talks about. And so it's almost like, you know, you are definitely, for many of you here, you're weighing in your mind like, okay, what, you know, can I still be the same Taurus that I am and also be in a relationship? That's kind of what I'm feeling here. I mean, look, toil and labor, family room, and lovers. It's possible that some of you are afraid to tell your family about this for whatever reason. But I mean, yeah, there's just so many love cards here. It's almost like one of these things where I don't even really want to keep drawing it out. I'm not trying to draw it out, but it's just confirmation after confirmation. I think some of you are maybe a little bit scared to go public with this person. I think that you can easily work through those fears. And I also think that there's a situation where you're attached to work, and I would say try to let go of the fear of loss, because you can absolutely strike a balance in your life. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.